Our central point of the chocolate and beer tour, Bruges, is situated in the province Flanders, the northern part of Belgium, where Dutch is the official language. In this ride one of our chocolate and beer tour, we are going to take you northeast into the part of the Netherlands that is called Dutch Flanders. This part of the Netherlands was only accessible by water via ferry or over land through Belgium. And because of its location, this part of the Netherlands has always been more connected to Belgium than any other part of the Netherlands. But in March 2003, the Westerschelde tunnel opened, now being the main form of connection between the rest of the Netherlands and this province. Of course, we will be showing you the best part of this province, and we will cross the border a few times. The ride is around 200 kilometers, 125 miles, and of course we have added some nice stops for you to enjoy. And can you guess if we're in Belgium or Holland when we stop? Well, let's go find out and let's go crazy! We are now in the village of IJsendijke, and because this is the chocolate and beer tour, we thought this was a fun stop. The Cassandria Brewery. Well, at least the former brewery. The Wijfels family lived on a farm just outside of IJsendijke in the Pieterspolder, and they had 3 sons and 1 daughter. And because not all the sons wanted to become farmers and take over the farm, they started a beer brewery. The barley that was used for the beer, the barley to brew the beer, came from their own farm, and the water they had to use came from their own well. Brewing was done twice a week, and they brewed about 250 liters a week, mainly to provide to the local cafes. The main reason why they stopped brewing beer in the early 1900s was the competition of other breweries that could use better water. the water of their own well had become brackish because of the many pumps, because of the location of the Pieterspolder, below sea level. Part of the brewery has been demolished in 1941, and at the end of World War II, the cellars served as an emergency hospital and shelter. After the war, the building fell into disrepair, partly because the brewer's family was forced to use building materials from the brewery to repair their own houses, which was in ruins. Luckily, still an important part of the building has been preserved, and nowadays you can still enjoy yourself in a relaxed and cozy atmosphere. So let's get a cup of coffee. We are now in the city of Hulst, the Dutch city of Hulst, because now we are in the Netherlands. But they say they are the most Flemish city in the Netherlands, so you might get a bit confused, especially when you see the Burgundy lifestyle here in Hulst. We have parked our bikes next to the market square and next to the St. Willibrordus Basiliek. And as you can see, the spire is quite modern. The church lost its original spire during the liberation of Hulst on September 20th, 1944 by the 1st Polish Armored Division, and then it was replaced by this concrete spire later on. There are plenty of restaurants and bars at the market square and its surroundings, so we're gonna see if we're gonna get a bite to eat. But if you like fresh fish, you might want to leave a gap, because next stop is right at the sea. This is the fishing port and the marina of Breskens. Breskens also has a ferry port a bit more west. And for centuries, passengers were taken from one side to the other side by rowing boat, sailboat, and later steamboat and ferry. But because of the bridges and the building of dams and the tunnel, the ferries have been made redundant, and nowadays you can only travel by ferry on foot or on push bike, and a lot of tourists just take the boat to have a nice trip. From Breskens you can also get a view on the Westerschelde. That is a little part of the river between the border between the Netherlands and Belgium, until the river flows into the North Sea just west of Breskens. And the total of the river is 350 kilometers, 280 miles long. And a lot of times you can see big ships coming in towards the port of Antwerp, or the other way. There's one going now. At the parking that we will add to your GPX file, you can find this fishing museum. So go and see if it's open if you want to know more about the sea, the fishermen and special catches, or want to have a look at its aquarium. Although it's only in Dutch, we will share the link with you. If you fancy a fish snack or just a drink, you can go opposite of the fishing museum to this fresh fish store or cafeteria, the Dukdalf, or another terrace, but the Dukdalf is open every day from 9 till 6. Or you can see if the Lucky Lobster is open. This boat is just behind the Fish Museum and they have smoked eel, mussels, oysters and lobster. The last stop that we have added to the GPX file is here in the pretty village of Dam. You will find plenty of restaurants and bars to have a drink and maybe even that first beer of the day. Because Bruges is only 5 kilometers from here and maybe 10 maximum to your accommodation. We had fun with this ride and we hope that you are excited for doing your chocolate and beer road trip. And if you're doing it and enjoying it, don't forget to share your pictures with us. Maybe if you're posting using the hashtag CrazyRide, and if you're not posting on social media, just send them to us because we like to see you having fun with it. And we hope to see you on another Crazy Ride. If you like this video on our ride one of our chocolate and beer tour, please hit that like button. It helps us with our channel. And consider subscribing to the channel if you don't want to miss our future videos. In our chocolate and beer tour we also have a ride 2, so if you're interested, it's in the middle of your screen.